Craziness, insanity, and chaos are the choice words when it comes to the BCS in November, and the latest rankings are hitting us here in Waco for the first time. But before we get to your BCS standings, let's recap what Baylor did last night. Baylor managed to go 9-0 for the first time in school history. Petty recorded 5 touchdowns. Norwood accounted for 3 touchdowns and 246 yards, while Linwood racked up 188 yards on the ground. The offense scored 60 points or more for the 5th time this season, but that's not what Coach Briles was most impressed with from his team.
The thing that I was impressed about, and this is what I told our players, you know, it looks impressive if you're ahead of a team 56-14 at half. All right, that looks impressive. But when you're down 14-0, you're down 20-7, and then you withstand that surge against a good team, and come back and finish the way we finished as a team, then to me that's impressive.
Last night's game may have impressed the old ball coach, but the BCS standings were just a little painful. Alabama and Florida State stay atop at 1-2 as everyone predicted. Oregon comes into number 5 just like they did in the AP poll. But the biggest letdown to Central Texas was Baylor staying at number 4 in the BCS ranks. It was closer than you think. The Bears are just one thousandth of a point away from taking the number 3 spot this week in the BCS. The thing that is truly going for the Bears at this point, however, is their computer ranking over OSU. Baylor's next 3 opponents overall are 20-11, while Ohio State's are 20-10. The race for this number 3 spot may get even tighter the next couple weeks. On to other notables now. Auburn, with the crazy ending against Georgia, now sits at number 6 in the country behind Oregon. Mizzou is sitting quietly at number 8, but with only 1 loss. They have a few tests coming the next 2 weeks in number 24 Ole Miss and your number 12 Aggies. Oklahoma State is at 10, South Carolina is at 11 in the BCS, and the Ags are sitting at number 12 in the latest standings. It might not seem right, but with games against 2 ranked teams this next 2 weeks, A&M can move up in the future. And then there's the topic of a Heisman on everyone's mind. Who's got the best arm in the Brazos? Manziel's numbers are gaudy with touchdowns and yards, but Petty is not only has the big numbers, he is also more efficient of a passer due to having less turnovers. There's a good chance both players would be called to New York, but your guess is as good as mine on that one. Now in the NFL, the Houston Texans this season have gone from bad to worse. Not only did the Texans develop a quarterback controversy today with their 8th straight loss, but 2 of the team's leaders were involved in a war of words. The second quarter we go as the Texans are down early. Case Keenum rolling out to his right, showing off his agility, barely keeping his toes in to make the huge throw, scraping the top of the stadium to Jimmy Graham, and it is a 7-point game as Jimmy lets his freak flag fly. And after the Raider punt, Keyshawn Martin bobbles the ball, but that doesn't matter. He's got it covered. All he had was the punter to beat on this one, 87 yards for Martin, a franchise record, and we are tied. Schaub comes in later to replace Keenum in the 3rd, and on his last chance to win the game, he fails. After the play, Schaub and Johnson get in a verbal fight, but they say it was just emotions. Texans lose this one, 28-23. RG3 and the Redskins at the link today, and it was a rough one for the former Baylor star. In the first, he would be sacked by Good for a loss of 10. Then comes Connor Barwin, who nails Griffin, and it is cookies for the Eagles D. He take another look at this one. Griffin takes a nasty hit and then is stomped on not only by Eagles players but Redskin players, and he only had 26 passing yards in the first half. The Chip Kelly offense, well, they look good. Here on a screen pass to Brent Selleck, he records one of the slowest 47-yard catches you will ever see. He was down the 1, and that would set up a Shady McCoy touchdown. Thank you, Fantasy, for that one. Throwing it down in the end zone, as you see here with the slam. Eagles will win 24-16 as they are in first place of the NFC East. Corey Jefferson and the Baylor men's basketball team started the Maui Invitational at home against Louisiana Lafayette. And what a way to start off as Jefferson wide open gets a pass from Austin for the easy deuce. Now off a rebound coming the other way. It's almost Christmas time and the Bears are in the season of giving. Austin to Jefferson on another highlight dunk. Baylor's up 7. Then on the very next play, Kenny Cherry, he's got instincts. Steals the ball, resulting in an easy lay-in, spreading the Baylor lead to 9. When Corey Jefferson camps, well, you know he's going to start a fire. ULL left the basket open all night, Baylor went to win this one 87-67. Cherry finished with 20 points and 4 assists. And finally, Jimmie Johnson today was the leader for the Sprint Cup going into Miami looking for his 6th title. It would not be an easy ride for the number 48 car as he was fighting against other drivers, cutting him off all race. He had to finish 23rd or better if Matt Kenseth were to take the checkered flag. In the end, Johnson finished 20th overall, taking home his 6th championship. Hey, Jimmie, how'd you do it?
The relationship we have and the connection we have as a team, everybody in this garage area works really, really hard. So, I mean, yeah, we put in a lot of hours, but there's something special about the group we have and how we can make a car go faster. I really don't know how it happens, but I'm excited it does and happy it does.
Johnson's next goal is to now win 2 more championships to tie Richard Petty and Earnhardt Sr. for most all-time. That's it in sports. Back to you, Adam.
All right, thanks very much, Mike. Well, don't go anywhere. First Alert Meteorologist Conley Isom has a final check of our 7-day forecast coming right up.